Well guys, the situation has gotten insane. It's turned into a situation where I feel like if I don't talk about this situation, it's gonna wind up being a situation where everybody is in an insane or crazy situation. And honestly, I just can't bear the thought of us finding ourselves in a situation like that one. So here we are. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, hey buddy, you should probably go get checked out, see if you had a stroke recently, welcome to YouTube. Recently, a pandemic has hit YouTube, and I'll be honest, I have participated in spreading it. A pandemic of every single title of every single video on this website, including the word situation. And I think it's gonna turn into a problem. Before we talk about that though, I wanna apologize in advance. If you guys can hear anything in the background, you probably can. I'm always worried about you guys hearing stuff in the background that there's like no chance my mic would ever pick up. But over the last few weeks, I've bought 3 humidifiers for my house. I'm gonna sound kind of fucking crazy when I say this, but for the last like year or so, I've been afraid of the electronics in my house, especially my camera. Something about my house, I guess, sucks all the moisture out of the air, and literally every single electronic in my house shocks me every time I touch it. It gets so much worse in the winter, which is why I finally bought the humidifiers, but it's to the point where I'm like afraid to touch my fridge or turn on my camera or turn on a light. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that I'm always wearing fluffy slippers. I don't know, probably not, right? If you're a fellow static shock sufferer, you get me. But that's not important whatsoever for what we're talking about today. Today we're talking about the situation. Now I think this all started with Critical, which, I mean, who would have thunk? Critical setting a trend for YouTube, but that's never happened before. But for a long time, he's used the word situation in his titles. I think it works so well because if something is viral enough, saying that the blank situation is blank is enough to let everybody know what you're talking about. And then on the flip side, if what you're talking about is not very viral, it keeps it ambiguous enough to where people want to click on it. But it's gotten to the point where it's almost like a meme on YouTube now, because everything is just another insane or crazy situation. I'm guilty of using this title. I use it pretty frequently, not necessarily because I love to use it, but because it works. It's sort of a similar thing, I think, to the whole More Pegasus shit, if you've been keeping up with that. How he's making all these videos that on the surface look the same. Like it's all the same thumbnail, it's basically all the same titles. It's like a meme at this point, but it works really well for the guy. I feel like the whole situation, which I'm gonna say a lot during this video, is pretty much the same thing. It's an easy way to describe a video, and it works. People like to click on situation videos. Why? I have no idea, but I can show you an example of this. This is a video I uploaded on that one Twitch girl who like flew out one of her Twitch mods, and it was a really awkward stream where you could tell that he liked her and she was kind of using him and all that shit. And I titled it, whatever I titled it. I don't actually know off the top of my head right now. I think it was like the saddest Twitch stream ever or something. And then the next day she went live doing the same thing, but it got worse. So I was like, fuck it. It was fun to make that last video. I'm gonna make another one. And I titled it, "This Twitch situation just got even worse." The video with the word situation in the title got like 4 times the amount of views. And if you didn't watch the first one, it doesn't even really make sense. People on YouTube love the word situation for some reason. Now for a while, I didn't really think anything of it, and when I say that, I don't mean like I think about it all the time now. However, one of my main criticisms of TikTok for a long time has been how I don't really get how people want to watch what is essentially the same video over and over again, and how if you're not really willing to assimilate, I guess, to the culture of TikTok, where you really follow trends closely and you really just copy what's popular, you're really not going to be able to find any traction. I'm concerned that maybe this is kind of a sign that that might be happening to YouTube. Now look, don't get me wrong, I'm not necessarily saying that YouTube or the YouTube algorithm rewards being unique. Following the trends, talking about popular shit, I mean, that's what's gonna be popular on YouTube. That's just social media. But I do feel like this situation might just be a little bit different than what we've kind of seen from YouTube in the past. Even if it's not to the extent that it once was, I feel like YouTube, out of all the social media platforms, is the one that rewards being unique the most. The one where you can still really kind of do your own thing and find an audience no matter what. And I'm just wondering if this whole situation might be a sign of what's to come. Now, I'm talking about this now because for the longest time, I really only saw this like title format in the commentary space. And I mean, the commentary space is not exactly the most unique space on YouTube. So when everybody started to use the situation is an insane situation title, it's like, whatever, okay? Commentary YouTubers are gonna commentate, right? Of course. But as some of you guys will know, I'm a RuneScape guy, okay? I don't play right now. To me, RuneScape is like my Minecraft. Every 6 months or so, I'll play for like 20 hours a day for 2 weeks, and then I'll burn myself out. But I'm subscribed to a lot of RuneScape YouTubers, one of them, of course, being Settled. And the other day, he uploaded a video titled League's Damage Situation is Crazy. Now, if you don't play RuneScape, you're probably not gonna know what that means. Doesn't matter, you don't need to. The reason that I bring that up is because this title format is spreading. I also love football, so I watch a lot of football clips on YouTube, and the other day I got this recommended video that was titled something like the Justin Tucker situation is insane, which again, if you don't watch football, probably don't know what that's referring to, but it doesn't matter, right? It's intriguing. Even if you don't know who Justin Tucker is, you see this video of this NFL player in an insane situation apparently, you might click on it. Now, the insane situation that he's in is that he's a historically amazing kicker, and all of a sudden he can't make a fucking field goal to save his life, which is probably not that interesting to you if you don't watch football, but still, it got you to click on it because you thought he was in an insane situation. And I'm thinking that a lot of people are going to start to see how effective this title is, and we're going to start to see it everywhere. Now, is that a bad thing? I don't know, maybe. It does make me think that eventually we might kind of find ourselves in a TikTok situation where if you're not using a certain title format, you're just not gonna have much luck. And I say that like we're not kind of already there anyways. If you go back through my older videos, you will see a genuine decline of uniqueness in my titles, and that's not really because I want to have the same titles over and over again. Like if you watch my Darman videos, I make jokes about how I'm always saying everything's the worst and all that kind of shit. It's not really because I want to do that. The problem is that a lot of videos can't be described in a title that's gonna fit on a screen. So you have to go the route of the worst Darman video ever, or you say the situation is insane, or it's crazy, or it's wild, or it's terrible, you know, something negative because negativity sells. The point is, okay, I feel like I'm really kind of getting off topic here. I feel like as most things on YouTube are sort of starting to be made as efficient as possible. Like the best way to make content, the best way to make a thumbnail, all that shit is happening. I feel like the amount of viable titles that there are is getting exponentially smaller. And I feel like that's why we're starting to see the situation title format be everywhere because it's just so damn effective. Okay, I feel like when I got the idea to make this video, when I was like, yeah, that's something worth talking about, I had a lot more to say. But now that I'm trying to put it into words, like I just don't really know how to express what I'm concerned about. I feel like saying it's the death of creativity on YouTube is a little extreme, a little dramatic, but something to that effect, you know what I mean? Like I feel like this is maybe the start of an era of YouTube where the viability of doing something. Oh my God. What the? Oh my God. Okay, sorry. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that in or not. Fuck. I don't even remember what I was saying. Okay, yeah, the viability of being kind of your own person, doing your own thing, might be kind of starting to go away. It's been going away slowly for a long time, but I feel like over the last, like 6 months, maybe, it's really beginning to ramp up. When people see that you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars making the same video over and over again, same title, same thumbnail, it's gonna kill some people's creativity. Is that a YouTube problem? I don't really know. I mean, if what people want to watch is not super unique creative shit, it's not really fair to be like, you guys have to watch that. That's what you should want to watch. I know this is the case for a lot of commentary YouTubers. I see this in my comment section all the time, that people put my videos on just for like background noise, something to fall asleep to, and maybe super easy, palatable content where you kind of just talk about the same thing over and over again is where the general audience of commentary content is heading. Is that ideal? No, not really, but I mean, people want to watch what they want to watch. Damn, I really feel like I had more to say about this. I guess not though. Let me know what you guys think. Have you noticed this like I've noticed it? I don't really like consume a whole lot of YouTube content, but I look at a lot of YouTube content. I'm always trying to see where the trends are going, what's going on in the general YouTube world. And I've just been noticing this more and more. And I mean, once it hit the RuneScape space, it was time for me to talk about it. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's really all I have to say about the situation. It is an insane situation, so I'll keep you posted with situational updates on this situation, all right? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section as always. Please leave a like, please subscribe, okay? Follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you want, okay? The Instagram and Twitter situations are kind of insane, so you wouldn't want to miss out on that, would you? Stay safe out there. Love you guys. See ya.